I apologize for the title, I have no idea how to title this. To paint a picture for you, I am 17 at the time of this story, with long hair, male, and have been confused for being female by a few adults in the past. I mention that because that's one of the theories my mother had as to why this incident happened. Anyway, I decided to go for a walk through my neighborhood. I was getting ready to visit my girlfriend in another state in a few weeks, so I wanted to get used to walking around constantly because she planned on taking me places. I grabbed my phone and head out the front door. I walked down my side of the street for a few houses, and then decided to cross. I spotted a black car that was pulling out of the spot slowly. I assumed it was to let me cross, and I did a thank you wave towards the gray-haired man in the car. I made it to the other side of the street, and then I walked up to the stop sign and decided to look behind me. I saw the car slowly driving behind me, and at this point, I was already thinking, oh shit, because I've been followed multiple times in this fucking city. I quickly looked down at my phone and acted like I hadn't noticed him. Then I decided to continue walking across the street to test if he would follow me. I acted like I was going to keep walking straight when I made it across, and then I took a sharp right turn and started walking that way. During this time, I was still looking down at my phone, when in reality I was keeping my eye on him. He was stopped at the stop sign, but not how people usually stop at it. He was damn near on the curb, which is unusual for how wide the street is, and of course, how people normally stop at the sign. As soon as I turned right, he slowly turned right as well. At this point, I was convinced he was following me. I'm not even a street away from my house, and I'm already being followed. I stood there for about a minute, still pretending that I was texting and not watching him, and this motherfucker stops in the middle of the street. I had no idea what to do. I have a history of anxiety, and I went into some strange mixture of panic and, well, I'm gonna have to defend myself, aren't I, mode. I was standing there with him sitting there long enough for a huge truck to show up behind him, and a couple walking their two dogs to start walking towards us. He started to drive away, but still ever so slowly, and then when I turned to start running back to my home, he fucking gunned it. I more than likely scared that poor couple, but I got the fuck out of there. I have never ran so fast in my life before. I ran like I stole something. When I made it back to my house, my sister was out there with her friends, and I didn't think at the time to warn them because I was so fucking terrified. I informed my mother about what happened, who saw me leave no less than 10 minutes ago, and she went out and told my sister and her friends to be on the lookout. I haven't been able to go on walks alone since it's been a few months. My mother suggested, because of my feminine appearance, that he may have thought I was female, as awful as that sounds. It is unfortunately a common thing that happens. I could have sworn I heard him speaking from the car at the time, but everything felt so surreal at the time, I couldn't tell if he really was. As I typed this, I realized something. He was parked when I was leaving and began to pull out and turn around to follow me. But I've never seen that car before, I've never seen him before, and I have seen neither since. My little sister and her friends were outside long before I was. It terrifies me to think he may have been watching them, doing God knows what. TL, Dar. I got slowly followed down the street I live on by an old man in a black car. People eventually came around, I booked it back home, and he sped off.